Dziękuję za tak pozytywny odzew na temat poprzednich odcinków, które dotyczyły programu Somba i moich koleżanek z tego online MBA. Postanowiłam pociągnąć temat i na Waszą prośbę zaprosić kolejną inspirującą kobietę, która uczy tańca. Niby banalna sprawa, ale ponownie przytaczam cały nasz wywiad w oryginale, ponieważ uczyć tańca można na różne sposoby. Ta osoba uczy tańca, pomimo że całe życie uciekała przed tym, co kochała w życiu robić najbardziej. I dopiero teraz, jak to się śmiałyśmy, nie na starość, bo przecież nie można ją taką nazwać, robi właśnie to, co kocha. I mamy wrażenie, że całe życie prowadziło ją do tego punktu. Nagrałam tą rozmowę, żeby zainspirować Cię, bo może Ty też chowasz najgłębiej, gdzie się da, te rzeczy, które kochasz, i nie dopuszczasz do siebie myśli, że mogłyby wypłynąć na świat, a może stać się nawet podstawą Twojej działalności zarobkowej. Zapraszam Cię do wysłuchania rozmowy z Gudrun Mahlberg, która uczy tańca. Oriental Belly Dance Teacher. I można by pomyśleć, że w tym wieku jak to? Przez internet? Nauka tańca? Jak to? Ale przekonaj się, że te ograniczenia są tylko w naszej głowie. Do usłyszenia. Okay, hello my friends. Today I've got a surprise for you. Another time that I found time to meet with my Zumba buddy, Gudrun Mahlberg, who is a really inspirational woman, and I couldn't skip the chance to introduce her to you. Without further ado, Gudrun, what's up? What's going on in your business now?
Oh, hello, Agnieszka. Thank you very much for inviting me here. This is so sweet from you. And I've been following you and your business for so long, as we are Zumba sisters. So yes, what's going on in my business? So I'm a dance teacher, an Oriental dance teacher, and I help women to connect to the sacred feminine through dance and other techniques. And I really love my business. And before coming to Zumba, I was struggling so hard. I was feeling on the point of abandoning what is most precious to me. And now it's really feeling an incredible journey, so inspiring, so totally magic. And this word magic is really my business word. I have an online course which is called The Magic to Be a Woman, but it transformed my life. My life is also very magic now with clients come to me and we work together. Yeah.
And it's so great to listen to you, because you shine when you talk about your business, what you do now. You kind of glow, you shine. And I know that many of our listeners are handmade lovers or handmade fans who keep their, handmade in the realm of hobby, and they kind of do the daily job or maybe work in a corporate world and kind of dream about, taking this leap to turn their hobby into business. And I know that it was also a story of your life, that there was so much time that you were kind of trapped between the things you love doing and the things you have to be doing in order to, survive or pay the bills. How did it happen that you took that leap, took that step to create your own business?
Yeah, I was a dance teacher. I've been dance teacher for 30 years, and it was a hobby. I would never even think of myself as a dancer, and an Oriental dance, belly dance was really like hobby. But I was getting very, very, very successful in 96. And then I said to my husband at the time, I said, listen, I would like to be a professional dancer. And he said, okay, then we will divorce. And I had 2 little children. I did not do it. Yeah, this was, of course, I could not do this choice. He said, I don't want to live with an artist nor a dancer. So no. So this was my hobby. And I practiced this as much as this can, because it was really my passion, and I felt I have to do something in the world with it, and I do as much as I can. And then I got divorced anyways, and still did not, and then I thought I was too old for this. As a dancer, I was 40, and I thought, now you're getting old, forget about it. And what happened then was that I went to crisis, because dance is my life. dance is my mission, actually. It had to come to me in another form afterwards. So I got very sick because of the work. The work was not fulfilling. I was an official working in finances. So it did not fulfill and really not fulfill my heart. So I came home and I had my children. I was happy with my children and everything, but I knew I needed to do something. So I felt completely sick. And when being sick, it was for 10 months, I couldn't do anything. And I thought, like, I can never go back to this work. It's driving me mad. Yeah. And then out of this, I had a vision of a shamanic healing ritual, and just everything which I saw in this vision, I studied and I practiced and I got up. And then I thought, okay, the world has to know this one, and I will bring this out in the world. And I did not know how to do it. So I was struggling for 2 years and on the point of abandoning it again. This was most tragic moment, like, okay, now I have to abandon it. And then I learned with Sigrun, I learned how to do it. And here I am.
Yeah, wow, that's a story. That's like a lifetime story, that all the things that happened kind of led you to this point where you're at and where you're like blooming now. I know that your courses are also, they're both live and online, and that's why I'm asking, because many people also think that how do you take handmade business online? It's like so touchable, like you have to have it in your hands. And the same is with dance. We kind of think that how can you do that online, but you're the living proof that you can take it online. How did it happen with your business that you can actually take that online?
Yeah, we were in Zomba. Sigrun said, so now you create your online course. And I said, okay, I will do this. And there was pure magic happening in my online course, because I was standing there, I was doing the movements. Of course, I would do it like easy. Like we want to feel like fluidity, or we want to feel the wild energy. What can you do? I show the movement and they did it. So what the pure magic was that they were even dancing, filming themselves and dancing in the Facebook group. So I would think, as a dance teacher, I have to stand in front of the person. I have to touch the person to let her know, when you do a circle, I touch you and your body, and you know where you have to move. But it works without. I can show it, they show me, and I can really say, listen, there you have to go more to the left or right. It is actually no different. I thought even I figured this out, teaching online creates a fantastic international community. And it's in my mobile phone. So when I was teaching this online course, this magic and this from this course was with me in my bed, was with me when I was on holiday. It was completely fantastic, because for people, whenever they wanted to get my teachings, they could just look at their phone and do it wherever they wanted. So some of them were in the office, lunch break, and training this. So where can you have this? It's really magic of online. And what I do now, for example, next week, I launch an online course on the same thing, the same course offline. And some of the people do it both, because they have an international community online, and then they have like double effect. It is super magic, and I'm sure with, I would think that handcraft is even easier, because you can follow a plan or something.
Yeah, a pattern,
Yeah, pattern. I remember I could do nothing with my hands. My grandmother, she was, knitting and things, and she was doing dresses and so.
Wow.
And she tried to teach me, and it was such a catastrophe. So dancing is my thing, but I think,
that's your zone of genius.
Yeah. For me, a handcraft would really be much easier to put online, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. It's really easy to take it online. And now when I'm like in this realm of online business, it's so obvious for me. And like when I try to explain that to people who are doubtful about that, it seems, mission impossible. But it's the same with dance, as you say. What I also think, we also had that in community where we were teaching crochet courses, that once you teach it online, you can kind of bring this experience to your private life even more, like even deeply, because you're at your home, by your desk, by your computer, you feel safe. You kind of open up. Even though you're, teaching somebody crochet, you talk to that person. You kind of open up your, things that you have in your mind, your problems. And I bet that's the same with dancing, that if people are safe in their home and they can actually move wherever they want to, it's maybe even easier than, going to a place where you don't know anybody.
Yes, and this is also something they told me. Some people are shy, or I have a client in Africa. She would have never been able to come. So she is like, and she completely transforms with my course. Some of the people, they say, if I had to come to a place where I have to stand in front of people or dance, I'm so shy, I would not even come. And they say also, if I feel, well, the one day I don't feel like it, I don't feel like doing this movement or expressing this feeling or something, I do this when I feel like it. If you teach online, you have 1 week to do the thing. I'll choose when it is a good time for me. Yeah. And I think for online courses, this is really so wonderful. People can stay at home, or they can even be on holiday or on the other side of the world, but they choose their moment when it is a good moment for them. Some of them have children, so when the children sleep, you never know when you have when you have half an hour. So you can then take your phone and follow the course.
Exactly.
It's an incredible chance, and it is for people. I think what I see now, as I do what is my passion, I give hope. I give hope to so many people. Yeah. They say, okay, you can do this. You live from your passion. I sit here at my home. I don't have to go back to my office and travel in the bottlenecks of all this. I can sit here and look at my garden and teach dancing from here. And I give so much hope to people where they don't like their job, and they think it's not possible to live from a passion.
Yeah. And you're like living proof that there's this revolution coming up, that we've got so many talented women who are stuck at their workplace because, society told them that that's the role that they should fulfill. That's the job that they should do because that's the job that will bring their money. And now with all those tools for online business, the threshold to enter that business is so low that you actually take what you love, what you know, what you do because you always done that, and you're simply good at it because you love it, and you kind of can transform it into business. I think I never thought about, when I look for somebody to teach me something, we used to turn to, universities and schools and degrees, and that was the proof that somebody can teach you. And now it's the other way around. You look for people who are passionate about what they do, and you don't care what, degrees they have. If they can transform this energy and inspire you, and you can, learn how to dance from a person who lives by dancing, it's like the most precious thing. And you're living proof that this revolution is coming, and showing other women that actually it's doable, no matter the fields, no matter the business, but the business you can make from your home is possible, is like really inspiring. And what you said, that you had your children, you had your life, and many like things led you to this point, and there was this moment that you, one way or another, decided to go back to dancing, and that was a long process. And now when you're in it, you kind of know what to do. Does it happen to you that you kind of know what will come up next with your business? You plan it, or do you kind of take this hunch and follow it?
I do a lot of planning, a lot of visioning. I think I have two hats. Like, this is Gudrun the dancer, and this is Gudrun the businesswoman. Yeah. And I know Gudrun the businesswoman has to take care of the dancer or the shaman, or however I don't know. Yeah. I don't see myself just as a dancer. It's really transforming work I do with women. But I do have to have this business hat, because we are living in a very realistic world where you have to pay your bills, and it is also with the online. I had to get used to it because I was an official, so my income was completely steady and totally safe. I was in such a safe place. So I last year in September, I said, this is finished. I don't want to have this any longer. And I had to get used to being an entrepreneur where you have, you create this revenue. I had to learn how to trust me that I can earn money with what I do, because I didn't trust it. I thought, how is this? But everybody around me said, Gudrun, just don't do it. It will never work out. How can you just think that nobody wants what you are doing, and it doesn't work. So it was really, I was really very alone, and I was very happy I had the community with the Samba sisters, because I needed a community to help me believe in my passion.
What you said about the community, if you have somebody to support you around you, it's always easier with all those waves as entrepreneur, that once you have a lot of money because there's this launch of a new product, and then 3 or 4 months that you don't earn a thing because you're preparing for another launch. And it's really hard with keeping up with this pressure. It's not safe. You don't feel safe.
It's I think a process. In the beginning, I also had €0. It was from my salary, full and zero, because I didn't have any support from anywhere. So it was just my savings and learning this. How can I? And it was totally magic when you are, as you say, you are in a lounge or you have one-on-one clients. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love what I do, and I would never change it to what I did before. And I would have really, I would encourage everybody to start now, not wait.
You preceded my question. I was like trying to wrap it up and ask you what would be a good advice to our listeners, what to do, because you keep inspiring by what you're doing day by day. You keep inspiring that it's all possible. And I wanted to ask you for, what advice could we give to our listeners? But I guess you already gave it to them.
Yes, prepare, start now, start to be visible, start to talk about the process. And this will nurture already a lot of people. And when you really start your business, get the help you need, get the community you need. And when you start it, you will already have all this visibility, and then you can look back, and it's so beautiful when one looks back. And start today. This is what I would say.
Start today. Thank you, Gudrun, so much for this interview. I bet it's going to be really inspiring for our community and our listeners. And I bet I'm going to, introduce it with a Polish introduction so that everybody could, be incentivized to listen to that, because it gives a lot of power just to listen to ourselves, trust our guts, and follow the things that we should be following, not to listen anybody else but us. Uprzedzę Twoje mailowe pytania. W przypisach oczywiście dodaję miejsca, gdzie możesz znaleźć Gudrun. Jej strona jest po francusku, ale wiem, że przymierza się do tego, żeby świadczyć swoje usługi również po angielsku. No cóż, naciski rynku, a klient nasz pan. Podlinkowałam też miejsce, w którym możesz znaleźć program Samba, którego jesteśmy obie uczestniczkami. To właśnie z tego programu się znamy. Zresztą mówiłam już o nim tutaj w podcaście wielokrotnie. Dodaję linki, żebyś mógł czy mogła samodzielnie dowiedzieć się czegoś więcej na temat tego programu. Społeczność i narzędzia do prowadzenia biznesu online, które tak naprawdę stawiają na nogi. Mogę z powodzeniem powiedzieć, że i biznes Gudrun, i oplotkowy ekosystem wspierania rękodzielniczych biznesów nie byłby w tym miejscu, gdzie jest teraz, gdyby nie program Samba. Dlatego odsyłam Cię do wyczerpującego artykułu na ten temat. Do usłyszenia w kolejnym odcinku.